Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 do 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 Hey everyone, it's a Friday, 22nd of April. I've got my headphones on just because while doing the live chat stream, I might be watching some live webinars, the Brighton SEO. So I've just signed up to just listening on that. Might be stuff of interest and nothing of interest as well. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes, to be honest. But yeah, I'm really excited about the video we released late last night to do with. Remember, I said I was going to try and find a solution of basically, what is it? You know the solution I'm talking about, the one I spent 2 days on, which is where you can have like video human interaction. It's not full on human interaction. You got to get me right here, but it's whereby you can have like an image, sorry, a video, and it's muted, and when they click it or whatever, it expands out to give another bigger video. And I think it's just a super cool way of getting so much more interaction on there. Hey Andrew, how Dave? How you doing? Hope you guys are okay. Yeah, well, I'm going to, just to let you know, yeah, I'm going to add some further stuff to that video at some point, whereby you can click a button to close, you know, like a little X to close that loop video off completely. So maybe you don't want to see it, you can close it off. So I'm just looking into that. Hey Peter, how are you? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking, Dave. That is exactly what I think about it. You know, that is exactly where I was going with it. So I just need to do that bit. I was also going to look in to see, is there another way where I could add a little X on there somewhere so you can click it. Make the logo bigger. Yeah, go for it. Oh yeah, I mean, to be honest, I just uploaded it in. There's compression as well because the video is only like that big, right? So if I had made so on the Canva, I made it 1080 by 1920. But in actual honesty, if I'd made the Canva template be something like, I don't know, 500 pixels high, it would have been halved even more. So yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, do you see what I mean, Dave? So that was the website I was referring to. I didn't want to mention it until I did the video, but warm welcome, right? Okay, $24 a month. You get quite a lot of, not sure about the FLB bit though. So $24 a month, you get loads more features with warm welcome. Don't get me wrong, you get loads more stuff. But I've really felt like the key thing they're selling, the key thing they're pushing is the circle and the video, right? So all the extra other stuff, that's just waffle and padding to justify the $24. And I was like, yeah, but you should be able to do this for free. And I think it's just a... Oh, okay, Peter, yeah. Yeah, anything further you can add to that, please let me know, okay? Let me know. Exactly, and you know what? Sometimes we don't really want the bells and whistles, right? Because when you look at the warm welcome, what you get for the $24, there's loads of stuff, and you look at it and go, what's that? What's that? What's that? I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. Because if you look at their website, what are they pushing? They are pushing that circle, aren't they? And the video. And that's what people want. And that is what they should have been given away for free, I think. If you're trying to entice people. Yeah, take care, Peter. Hey, Jason. But yeah, I'm really glad that for those of you that have seen it, you like it. So far from what I can tell, people like that solution. So I think that's really, really cool, right? I struggled to give it a title. I was like, human interaction, human messaging, screw the chatbots. Hey, Chingy. And, you know, like I said, Dave, in my reply to you, I said, right, if you got an author website and the author now wants to do a quick 20-30 second promo of their book or what they do, you can literally have this like video now of the author, and they click it and the author goes, hey, I'm so glad you're here. I'm writing XYZ. Here's what my book's about. Check it out. Or, you know, see you soon or get in touch. It's such a lovely way, because now we move away from just having an author image and just having like a picture of a book cover and you got the blurb and all that. And now you're going to hear the author without having to go to a YouTube video or even click play on, you know, like these videos that I just spotted around. It's just so boom. And when you go to a page that's dedicated to a book, right, now you can have a video just for that book. And there's another page for another book. Now you have a video just for that book. Oh my God, the interaction it adds is so, right? It just goes, doesn't it? Andrew, you know what? They may take this and make it part of Elementor. I don't know. The chatbot. But the thing about chatbots is that I find chatbots can be a little bit distant. Because you instantly know. It goes, hey, how are you? And then it asks for your name and email. And as soon as it does that, you know you're talking to a bot now, right? And it's going to be like, yeah, we'll get back to you. And you feel like, well, I could have just gone to the contact form and put my question there or sent you a tweet. And this video thing does not, how to explain it. It doesn't offer a real person, but it's for me, it's like, it's better than just having a chatbot which has no face. There's a little face, but they're not moving, are they? It's just like that. It's not moving or interacting a little bit. And I think it just makes things really, really dynamic. You know, and I spent a couple of days trying to work out the best way to do it, trying to do it without any code. That was the key thing I wanted to do. There are ways you could do this with code. And 3 days ago, when I first started it, I did work on a solution for a day with code. And it was working, and then there was one bit that just wasn't working right, but it was working really well. Like, you know, there was no need for a pop-up at all. You click the circle, and the circle literally went like this, like that. It changed SVG. So it went from a circle SVG to a rectangular curved one, SVG, like that. Really, really cool. The trouble was, though, it was a lot of code. Not a huge amount, but there was quite a bit of code. And this one final bit wasn't working very well. And I started going, I'm trying to say to people, don't use that $24 solution. Here's a free one, but you're going to have to stick quite a bit of code in. And I felt there'll be loads of people out there that are not comfortable with that. But could we do it with just what you get in Elementor Pro? So that was the challenge I set for myself, basically. Yeah. And the fact that you can now, because I then did it with adding buttons, didn't I? And I added a WhatsApp button. You could have a contact form button. You could have services button or get a quote. So, you know, if you put your phone number on, people then go, oh, I've got to call you. But if you put WhatsApp, the world is very WhatsApp heavy, right? You can even do a Telegram if you want, but WhatsApp is still so common, right? Now people can click that and they can start sending you a message. It feels so much more direct rather than you have a chat bot and then it goes, oh, leave your message and we'll get back in touch. You know, name, email, leave your message. You kind of go, you don't know when they're going to get back to you. But I know that if someone WhatsApped me, I am more than likely to reply to them within a minute of me getting that message. Why? Because otherwise I got Facebook messages, Twitter messages, LinkedIn messages, email messages, my son walking in the door, people knocking the door, blah de blah de blah. You know, you want to kind of deal with the message pretty quick. Okay, what do you want? What you after? And then you move on from that. And I think it's just, I don't know, for me, I think it's, of all the videos I've ever created, I think that is probably the one I'm a little bit most proud of because I literally saw the warm welcome for the first time Tuesday morning. Okay? Tuesday morning was the first time I saw a warm welcome. And I was like, wow, that is cool. And then I looked at the pricing and I was like, whoa, like $24 for that. Whoa, hold on a second. And that's why I was determined to create a new solution. So you know why I was so excited 2 days ago about creating something. And I'm so glad that Wednesday night I cracked it. Thursday recorded it. And now the video's out. Hey, Mark. And it's probably one of the videos I'm most proud of right now. Because I think it just opens people's minds up. Yeah, true as well, Andrew. That's a very good point as well. Apex Star. By the way, glad to have you, Jason. As I know sometimes you're like, hey, I missed a chat. Well, you're here now, okay? So I'm watching there's a webinar happening in Brighton in the UK today, which is called Brighton SEO. And I've got it open on the other screen. And there's someone here talking about core web vitals and I can hear them through here. Hey Nikos, so at the moment this person has says let's improve core web vitals and they've recommended WP Rocket and Perf Matters and they're saying you got to pay for it. And I got nothing against WP Rocket and Perf Matters. Let me make that clear. They are really good, but I would prefer it if they kind of said to people as well there are free ways to do it. Don't just always promote the paid for option. But like I said, I got nothing against them. It's just there are ways to do it for free, you know. You can get 99% for free. And I have to be honest, anything over 99% you can get. Anything over 90% is a good thing. That's what, set that as your lowest minimum benchmark, right? 90%. Oh, probably, but it's just like, for me, it's like, I'm listening as well. You see, it's like right now she's talking about convert images to WebP, and she's telling everyone to use WebP Express. WebP Express is not reliable. And some of you use it, I think, but WebP Express sometimes fails on some images. And if you compress images on WebP Express, take that same image and use bulk-resize-photos.com, which is free, and do a comparison. The bulk-resize-photos.com is much more compression and conversion than WebP Express. And WebP Express does not always work. When you say it's still on beta though, do you mean Flex? Do you mean Flex containers, Pixstar? Do you mean Flex containers? When you say beta, Pixstar, do you mean Flex containers? So do you remember last Friday? I said someone contacted me in the morning, and we made a deal to do the makeover of their website. Um, they said yeah they'd paid a deposit, just waiting for their partner to do it. I chased them on Saturday. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Chased them again on Monday. Yeah, we're gonna do it. But then came back to me this morning. I went, right, because there's been no progress, we're not gonna go ahead. And I said to them, you sent me your admin username and password, but you did not pay the deposit. I'm not sure what made you think I was going to start working on your website if you don't pay the deposit. I found it so cheeky. They sent this email going, we don't think it's best to continue now because you haven't made any progress. You haven't paid your deposit. You haven't paid. Right? What did you, what? You thought I was going to start doing your homepage makeover before you've paid your deposit? Sorry. Oh yeah, WebPV2. Yes, that's not finally out yet. Yeah, that's still out. Interested to see how much of an impact that makes as well. Going to be interesting to see the impact of that. I know, Jason, right? I mean, the cheek of it. First they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna pay you." This is meant to be Friday. Then it was, "Oh yeah, we're gonna pay you today on Saturday." Then on Sunday it was like, "Oh, with my partner is just away on an Easter break. Back on Monday. Here's some websites we like the look of. Can't wait to see what you do with ours." And they even referred to it as deposit, deposit, deposit. And it's like, I wonder how many other companies they might have approached and they were hoping just to get free work out of people without paying for it. So makes you wonder, right? So I now suspect that that job I thought we got on Friday isn't a real job. Or what they wanted was just to get... They've probably got about 3-4 people doing different... Because they gave access to a staging site. So they've probably got about 4 or 5 staging sites. They've got loads of different people working on it. Whichever one they like, they'll nick off the copy and go, oh, we don't like it. And then they won't pay them. And then once you get that homepage, they will then obviously replicate it for the rest of their website, won't they? Yeah, I think it was, Jason. I think it was. Um, and there's a lot of companies that do that. So what they say to people is, I think I mentioned this a while ago. So there's one company says, yeah, we want to work with you, but we're going to give you a staging site and we want you to build the homepage per spec, pixel perfect spec. If we like it, we'll then continue with you and we'll pay you. So I said to them, right, so you want me to spend 1 or 2 days doing this homepage, pixel perfect, right, for free, because they called it a test. I was like, whoa, hold on. So what if at the end of that test you don't like it? What do I get back for it? They go, oh, well, it's a test, isn't it? I go, no, it's not. It's 1 to 2 days of my time. And you're testing me. But you came to me. You came to me. I didn't come to you. You came to me. But we're going to do a test. And it's on their hosting server. And it's on their site. Right? And you know they've got backup in place as well. So it's like, you know, I'll do whatever I want. You'll then rip a copy off. Then say, oh, we don't like it. And even if I delete the page, you've still got the page. Right? And it's just like, scam. And both these, that company then and this company now on Friday that was going to work with us are both based in the UK, right? And I have found, and I don't mean to offend anyone because I'm born and raised in the UK, all right? But I'm finding that it's companies in the UK are more likely to do this grab and run kind of thing so far when I've spoken to other people as well, and I really don't like that. You know, it's not good, is it? It's not good to do that. And what I feel sorry for, yeah, is that there's going to be... I think there's going to be a fair amount of companies out there, not companies, people, who are on Fiverr or Upwork or whatever, right? And they're desperate for work. They're desperate for the job. And then someone comes along and says, hey, I'm from the UK. And they go, ooh, they're from the UK. This is brilliant. I can trust them. I would love to work for a UK web design agency, right? People in India, Pakistan, everywhere. I'd love to work for a UK web design agency. They then do the design, and the person takes the design and goes, oh, sorry, you're not good enough. That person has given up their time and their dreams, you know? And that's what I've heard quite a lot of people saying they've been hung out to dry by UK web design agencies. Well, it's there's been quite a few people that have come back, Pixar. They have said that they've had someone come to them, and then they get told, "Oh, we need to test to see if you can do what we want." Um, and you almost feel like, I mean, next time I catch this or notice that it's happening to someone, I'm gonna go back to them and I'm gonna say, so, considering the fact that a client has probably paid you to build a website and you're now on the hunt for someone to build that website, isn't it ironic that you're now going to test a designer before you pay them? But I bet you didn't say that to the client. I bet if the client had said, well, we're not going to pay you until you build our website, they wouldn't like that, would they? right? Can you see the irony here? So the agency has taken money off a client to build their website, a better deposit, 20%, 50%, whatever. That agency now has to find someone to build the website, but they're going to test them. Hold on a second. You wouldn't like it if the client did that to you. Hey, not until we see the homepage done are we going to pay you the deposit. Right? Okay, I'm going to make a point now. So this Brighton SEO event, right? The webinars are pre-recorded. The webinars are pre-recorded. There is no Q&A. There's no live chat. I'm really sorry, okay? But I think, I don't know about you, but I think that's poor. If you invite people to a webinar and there's no Q&A, you can't ask any further questions. She didn't cover anything groundbreaking. In fact, she was more pushing paid for solutions. You know, that's up to them. But no Q&A on a webinar. So someone's, you know, okay, you might be in different parts of the world, but virtually you could still do a live Q&A. Right? Am I talking rubbish here or not? Maybe. Am I talking baloney? Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I am talking baloney. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. Exactly, Pickstar. It is basically Pickstar. It is scamming. Basically, it is scamming, and that's what a lot. That's. I'm not saying all. Please don't get me wrong here. I'm saying there are some people out there that what they do is they they latch onto requirements. And here's the other thing the company did, because I got into a bit of an argument with them saying, right, you know, by the way, what would you have paid if everything was okay? Out of curiosity, when they contacted me, and they said, well, we would pay £200. And I went, hold on. For a 5-page pixel perfect website, you'd pay £200? And they were like, yeah, because we used to have someone who was at university in Birmingham in the UK, and they were happy with £200. And I was like, hold on. Because I did some research into them. I said, you're a web design agency with loads of claims about who you work with and what you do. But you are relying on a student at university in Birmingham who's obviously not available now, and you paid them £200 per design, per website. And I said, and I said, what are you charging the client? They went, oh, I can't disclose that. I went, I bet you're charging £5,000 to £6,000. And they were like, well, you know, round about that. So I said, so you're charging £5,000 to £6,000 to a client for a design, pixel perfect. You haven't even got your designer yet, and you're going to pay the designer £200. Can someone do the mathematics on that? What's £200 divided by 6,000? No, let's go for 5,000, right? Let's go with 5,000 divided... No, I did that wrong. 200 divided by 5,000. 4%. They're going to pay the web designer 4%. So not only was I not happy about them saying, oh, well, you got to do a test before we work with you, and you got to build a pixel perfect whatever... Oh, I did it over 5,000, sorry. Yeah, sorry, not 6. Yeah, 5. Sorry, I changed it, Dave. 4%, yeah, £5,000. So not only were they going to do that, secondly, they were only going to pay them 4%, right, over probably what they charge the client. And number 3, they've agreed to work with the client. They haven't even got their designer in place yet. But here's where I went a step further. Here's where I really drove the dagger in, okay? And this is when the guy then cut the call off, right? I'm not going to say his name. His first name was Richard. I'm not going to give away his surname because he is sometimes still on the Elementor groups now and again. And I blocked him as well, but I have seen him popping up now and again. I did a Google search on him, right? He was charged 3 years ago in a UK court with fraud. Oh, he was charged with fraud. Can't remember the exact details, but he was charged with fraud. So a lot of people, they're setting up a web design agency. He had no skill set in Elementor. He did not know how to do anything. He had a couple of friends or people he knew, because I did search into his company, that obviously do the Adobe XD design. You know, they go boop, 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 right? They do all that shit. And then they need someone now to design it. And I tell you what, there's nothing worse than when people create a pixel perfect design, all of that stuff, and then they say to the web designer, right, replicate it. And the web designer might say, what the heck are you talking about? Yes, Dave. Dave, I gave him your details. So he's someone I spoke to yesterday. He is legit. He is a research company. And he wanted to speak to someone from about Elementor and how they use it. Dave, don't put it here, but did Luke offer you something as a thank you if you participate? Did he offer you a thank you if you participate? Just say, give me a yes or a no. Hey, George, welcome to the party. So just going back onto this person who wanted to test people before he pays for them. So he was done for fraud as well. And like I said, yep, Dave, it's legit. Dave, it's legit. Do it. So let me put into context, Dave. I did it yesterday and I got what they said they'd say as a thank you today kind of thing. And I said to them, look, they wanted a name of someone else. I gave them your name and I said, make sure they offer you a reward as well. So Dave, Dave, it's about a 45-minute phone call with them. Go for it. Okay, Dave, go for it. I thought of you, Dave, okay? I thought of you. So, what was I saying? So, some agencies, they have no skill set in web design, Elementor, nothing. Blah, 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 nothing, right? They only know, they only know, all they know about web design is using the internet, right? They have friends or whatever, they do a pixel perfect design, they then hand it over to designer, and it's then the web designer has got to match it. And often, a pixel perfect design, when you look at it, you go, yeah. And then there's a bit, and you go, well, how the heck are we meant to do that? And they're like, don't care, just do it. Just do it. That's the design. That's what the client wants. So people who do pixel perfect web designs, the design, need to talk a lot more to the web designer or be part of a unit, a team. What can we do? Right? Can we do this? Is it possible? And often that's the breakdown. I mean, I've spoken to people on Facebook. They contact me and go, this is what I've got to replicate. Here's the design. And I go, I don't think you can do that without JavaScript. Oh my God, I can't do. No, you're like, well, who designed it? Who signed it off? Who agreed to it? You know, it's like if an architect came in, right, and says, right, we're gonna knock all the brick walls out and put glass everywhere. Steel beams and glass. I mean, I give it to, like, I get someone over who's a carpenter. And I go, right, match this design. The carpenter's going to go, what? Right? But if the architect spoke to the designer and they knew what they could do and how to do it, you'd have the right team in place. Yeah, this is how we do it. Yes, Assume, I was just saying, you know, I hope everyone here has gone and watched that amazing video we did, that we released about human Videos. Sounds really dodgy, innit? Sounds like nude photography. No, human videos. Go watch it, alright? And I was just talking about how the client I thought we had on Friday hasn't paid a deposit yet. Chased them 3 times, haven't paid. And then today they were like, right, we're not going to continue because you haven't made any progress on the website. And it was like, you haven't paid the deposit. And I think they kept thinking by telling me, yeah, we're going to pay it tonight. Yeah, we're going to pay it tomorrow. I think they thought that we would work on the website before they paid. I don't think so. Right? So don't get caught into that trap, because it's a nasty trap to be in. Yeah, and that's why, look, have any of you watched Lightbox's video? So let me just share it. So Lightbox, you know Jeffrey. So Lightbox, okay, Lightbox, go to the wireframe bit, right? Very interesting. Jeffrey's fantastic, great guy, okay? But if you watch his video and go to the wireframe bit, yeah, look at his wireframe. His wireframe is nothing more than this, right? So he will do like, you know, like that. And then you put the words as to what. That's a header with a logo, whatever. That's all it is. And he follows the exact same approach I do. That's my rough layout. You know, you might put a bit more detail in, but then when I build it and I can be fluid, agile. I can maneuver, I can rearrange, work things out, right? And it's, you know, it's one of those things, whenever I talk about it, sometimes people go, oh, no, we want it to be pixel perfect. And I go, no. Like Pixar said, pixel perfect locks you into burp. This is what we want and this is how we want it. And I'm like, get lost, screw you. Nessum Dorma. Right? I prefer to be fluid. I prefer to go with the flow of what I want. Sorry, I said that wrong. I like to go with the flow of what we can do. And I've said this so many times. You have a design and a colour scheme, and the minute you get an image which jars, you got to rethink the background colour. Now you've got an image that's very dark. Do you still want a dark background or do you want a light background? Now you had a red background. Now the image you got is like yellow and blue. You go, ooh, hold on, that's not working. Right, we've got to change the background to a grey colour or something. Yes, I did Pixar. I saw that, yeah. And I'm going to look into that a bit more. I saw that, mate. Sorry I didn't reply. Well, what video are you... Which video are you talking about, Zoom? You just said live chat with no plugins one. Huh? Are you talking about... So, Zoom, when you say that, are you talking about the wireframe or are you talking about the video chat thing? The video messenger? The video human interaction? Yeah, exactly what Marcus said. And remember, everyone, okay, you know our 5-day challenge is now open. But if I'm really honest, you're going to get a lot, you know, we'd strongly recommend you sign up for the Mastery membership. Ah, right, yeah, the human video, yeah. And that's the thing, Zoom. Warmwelcome.com. So, you know Vito Peleg from Atarim. Tuesday morning, I went to his website because I wanted to get an image of him and all of that. And he had the video thing. And I clicked it and it had a 20-second video. And I was like, ooh, I've never seen that before. I said, Vito, where'd you get that? And he went, warm welcome. I went, whoa. Went to warm welcome. $24. $24, people. You get quite a lot for the $24, but really, all you're interested in is the video bit, right? You click that and blah, 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 magic. Harry Potter. Yeah, the video chat bubble video, yeah. $24. $24 a month. Per month. For that. And I was like, hold on. Can I do it for free? And here's the beauty of it. You can do a different video per page. Right? You can do a different video for anything. Right? I mean, I need to do one now for our 5-day challenge. I need to do one now for our Mastery membership. Tell me about it, Zoom. Share it, Zoom. You got to share it, right? Share, 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 share. Hey, Melissa, I tell you why you're not getting notified. You know when you subscribe, have you clicked the bell as well? You got to click the bell to be notified. So don't just subscribe. Click the bell to be notified as well. Way, George, go for it. I mean, I spent 2 days on it, and I ended up doing lots of code and all of this stuff, and I was like going, this is starting to become more complicated than it needs to be. So I just did what I did. I think you can do what I've done in a more modified, improved way, and over time I might find better ways of doing it. But for now, it just works. Yep, go on, Melissa. Melissa's going to unsub. The misery. She's going to unsub. She's going to unsub and hopefully sub back. Hopefully sub back. Hopefully. But yeah, Zoom, share it. Let people know about it. But yeah, do you see what I mean, Pixar? $24 per month for that thing. Because what they have found, and David's confirmed that above as well from research, is that improves conversion a lot. A massive improvement on conversion, right? So $24 a month, you kind of go, yeah, it pays for itself. But I'm like, you can do it for free. Exactly, Pixar, right? You could have it in the footer on all pages. You could have it in a section. So you might have a section which is testimonials, right? You got a section for testimonials. What we normally do with testimonials, right? Get your head around this, everyone. Get your head around this. Okay? You know when you get to testimonials and we have a slider, don't we? You have a slider. Now imagine you've got 3 circles. And you click on one of them and someone now appears to go, oh my God, this was amazing. Imran did all of his web squadron, saved my life. I'm now a millionaire. I have a house on the moon, blah, blah, blah. You go to the other one. Hey, Imran Siddiq saved my life. You know, I was using the internet and then I fell off my chair and somehow he reached out the screen and pulled me up. Next video. I don't like Imran. We probably won't have that one. But can you now imagine taking testimonials a step further? Now, rather than just having an image of me with my name, Imran Siddiq, Web Squadron, and it's got words, I love Imran, you know, all that shit, okay? Now, I've got an image, it says Imran whatever, you click it and it goes, they're now talking, it's real. Because how many times I doubt some testimonials that I see, but now there's no doubt because it's them speaking, hello, right? Talking. Sorry, I go a bit over the top, don't I? Excellent. Yeah, go for it, George. Go for it. You know, George, send a drop a link when you get round to it. I'd love to see it. Yeah, I mean, I did a fix, so it's always there. But I'm sure over time I will refine it and have an updated version of it, but I think it's just great. Ah, but Zoom, look, you could ask them. Look, Zoom, the worst thing the client can say is no. That's the worst thing they can do. No, right? So you could say to them, hey, could you please, like, just, use your phone, hold it in portrait mode, make sure it's in portrait mode, okay? So look, could you just like, just do a quick 10-second video, just saying what you think, how you found it, go for it. So the second webinar is now kicking off, and I tell you what, I'm going to be disappointed if the second webinar is again just a pre-recorded video. Do you see what I mean, Dave? Hey, by the way, Dave, I'll tell you what, Dave, I love the red background colour you have. Love the red. It's a really rich, nice red that you got there behind you. But yeah, if the client agrees, it's such more... Even though it's pre-recorded, it's interactive, right? And it feels real. No way, Melissa. You had to shut down YouTube 3 times. I think you got a virus, Melissa. You're done. You're done. I don't think your computer's going to survive to the end of the day. I'm really sorry. I have to say though, what's weird about these this webinar is there's hardly anyone chatting. There's not only 1 or 2 chats, and you kind of go. Normally, when there's an event and people are chatting, there's people talking. Always good to have a good photographer. Or do what I do, Dave. I just put my camera on and then I just got this. Just do shots like that and then take screenshots. Multitasking. Nice one. Oh yes, that's right. Yes. I need to. So sorry, everyone. Just to explain, the reason why you have to have been subscribed for so long before you can chat. It basically helps to stop the spammers. So a couple of weeks ago, we had some really nasty spammers appearing, and they would not let go. They just kept attacking, and it wasn't nice. So, um, that's what I like to hear, George. But yeah, it's so yeah, anyone who's brand new to subscribed, you can't. Basically, you got to subscribe before you can chat, and you got to wait 5 minutes because it kind of. I think anyone that's in the mood for spamming, they're not going to hang around for 5 minutes, right? They're going to go off and spam elsewhere. You know what I need to work out though? Whenever they have these like WordPress awards, like YouTube influencer or support, I need to know how do they decide who's going to be on the shortlist? Does anyone know? How do they decide who's going to be on the shortlist? Yeah, yeah, you won't be able to share it here soon, but if you email it to me, I can share it or add it or do something with it. Oh, I know what you mean. I think I know what you mean, multitasking, Melissa, but I do know what you mean. I know all too well about multitasking. Ah, cheers, Soom. Oh yeah, by the way, Soom, you saw my message I left for you on the Facebook or one of the posts. You know, get start doing some CSS tutorials. You know, there's an appetite for it. Start doing it. Oh, is it? Yeah, don't worry, Melissa. You're back now. Okay, I got your email as well. You're back. So, the next webinar that I'm like listening to and watching, yeah, is about how do you explode your agency growth. And I tell you what, she has said nothing of use whatsoever. The first 7 minutes has just been about her. No use whatsoever. No one wants to have a 7 minute intro about you and your life. Just get on with it. Yeah, and that's why I think soon that's a great way for you to grow your channel. I think so. You start doing, CSS tutorials, and if you do them alongside Elementor, right? So it's like with Elementor, I think that's gonna definitely help you. I think because it kind of helps to create a niche as well, innit? This is weird. So this webinar, right, is about exploding your agency growth. After we had 7 minutes of her talking about her life, we're now going into. So here's a couple of websites I like. I like the look of them, so I saved them. Yes, you can. Okay, finally she has said now what we do different. Okay, now she's getting somewhere, but right now, nearly 9 minutes of crap. Okay, well, soon, what? Look, right? Well, no, George is well. The thing is, George, there's this free day of webinars, right? And I thought, well, which ones do I like the sound of? And this person who's doing the talk, she's quite good on LinkedIn stuff and whatever, right? However, this is really poor what she's doing. She's trying to broaden out, and right now, she doesn't run a web design agency. So when you have someone who doesn't run an agency trying to tell people how to make your agency grow, you start to go. I wanted to go. Well, where's she going to go with this? Um, but soon back to you. Yeah, it's the Brighton SEO one. Brighton SEO. 2022 Brighton SEO. Sassoon, Kevin Powell is the king of CSS, right? But that doesn't mean you can't go in. Like what Mark is saying. When I started doing our videos, we had 30, Living with Pixels, Lightbox, WP Tuts, WP Crafter, Daryl Wilson. Loads of big players in the world, right? But I'm still doing it. So what you do is you find what's wrong. Because you know what? I have to be honest, I do find some of Kevin's videos a bit complicated. And he assumes you know what he's talking about as well. I do find, like, and sometimes I've watched one and I go, I don't get that. Or some of his videos are like 20, 30 minutes long. And it's too much. And I'm like, I just want to know. So if you're able to condense down into like 2, 3, 4 minute videos, boom, 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 people will come. People will come soon. Right? So don't you worry. Don't you worry. And Kevin has his way of explaining it. You put your spin on how you explain it. And you do it your way. You go for it, right? This is how appalling this webinar is right now. She's showing how an agency's got an about page with no images. And now she's showing the way to explode your agency growth is to have another page with images. Like, duh. I'm really sorry, but duh. A white page with just some words about us and it's got blocker text. Of course, the one with images is going to help you more. However, that is not going to make your agency explode. Right? No way. Oh, yeah, I remember him saying something about his office something. But yeah, Living with Pixels, he has this lovely assuring voice, doesn't he, when he talks? He's almost like, he's a nice guy. Exactly, George. And sometimes, right, if you have a video about something and you get to the point. I mean, in my earlier videos, I waffled a lot. And now I'm trying to waffle less. Because I do waffle a lot. You guys know this. But you try and waffle less and get to the point. You go, right, here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to do it. Let's just do it. Right? All the wow. Do you know something? I would cry my eyes out. I would cry my eyes out. So here we go. We're now 13 minutes into the video and she has not yet said anything major good. And that makes me start to doubt if this webinar... But let's just see. I'll give it I'm still listening in anyway. So I'm working on something here. I'm talking to you guys. Messages and all that. Keeping up to date with messages that come through on Facebook and YouTube as well. Chats and stuff. And I've got a webinar over here. So my eyes are like this. I'm like a tarantula at the minute. 8 eyes of a spider. Okay, so I have to be very, very careful what I say because they might watch this, okay? But Reno doesn't float around the issue. He kind of gets to his point. Ferdy floats around a lot. And he starts talking about something random for 2 minutes. And it's like he's just extending the length of the video. And I sort of go, why don't you edit that out? What's that got to do with it? And I hate to say there's a bit of patronization in some of the, there's some of the patronization. Right, so soon, Daryl, when he does a 3-minute video, right, when Daryl does a 3-minute video, his 3-hour video, it's 3 hours for a reason, because he is telling you loads of stuff. When Ferdy does a 3-hour video, I bet you could knock off an hour of his 3-hour video because it was gunk. You didn't need it, right? You know? So you can, I mean, I skip bits anyway. But even if you did watch it all, in the old days, I used to find Daryl was, he got to the point, told you why, whatever, and da 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 da. He's not bad, he is. Ferdy's videos, you could knock off, I reckon, a quarter of them like that. You could scattergun it, take it away. Go for the human interaction, Divi. Go for it, George. Do it. Oh, wow. Logo work in Photoshop. God, I remember the days when I used to use Photoshop a lot for that. You love it when it works, don't you? You love it. I think this Brighton SEO talk thing is a bit of a non-starter. No one is chatting. No one is asking any questions. Like, look here. I'm literally going to put now here, I love Star Wars as a comment. And it's gone up. Yeah, so Pickstar, do you mean 30? Do you mean 30? And some I just find that sometimes I think 30 is good. I like what I like some of what he does. I'm not gonna say all of it because he does a lot. There's a lot of clickbait. There's a lot of leading people on a 10-minute video about nothing. And I do find that sometimes I find it sometimes he's a bit patronizing. I feel like, don't patronize your viewers. Don't assume they don't know what they're doing. Yeah. Pixar. This is really weird, but I was using Photoshop from 2007, and I stopped using it in 2020, and I made the switch to Canva. In fact, the end of 2020, I then cancelled. So 2021 and this year as well, I now use Canva. I tell you the best way of how you learn to multitask, Zoom. It's like, do you have a day job, Zoom? I don't know this yet. Do you have a day job or somewhere? When you start to work in a day job where you have to multitask, when you're in an office, you are multitasking. Emails, people talking to you, someone coming in the office. There's a task that needs to be done. There's conflicting deadlines. There's lunch. Have you got time to go get your lunch? You go out to the shop. You're thinking about work and you're thinking about your lunch. You're thinking about what you do when you get home. You want to watch TV. You want to do decorating. There's all this stuff going on in your head, and you start to formulate ways of being able to focus. So I'm listening in and I'm watching, but I'm not staring at this webinar. I'm blocking you all out. So I watch a bit, look it, and I'm waiting for something inspirational to come out. She's got a presentation right, and this is how she has spelled Uber. I spell Uber like this. Uber. She has spelled it with Ueber. Is that a thing? Am I missing something here? Ueber. Who spells Uber like that? Ah, but soon, right? What you then do is, over here on my board, it says tomorrow 3 podcast videos. So I do the podcast videos. Today, I'm doing this. I've even put chat video, but I've got to decorate my room, and then I've got to do one other thing to check something for a client. That's my things to do. That's what I'm going to do today, right? This morning, I got up at 7 and I did some painting for an hour because I need so that now the paints will be dry. And after I've done the live chat, I've done the client thing. I will then go down and put some railings, posts up or whatever for the soundproof curtains and stuff. And you crack on. Yeah. Go for it. Go for it. Canva is wiki wow. It's wicked. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. Yeah. So this person, they've done a presentation. They've spelled Uber like that, and I'm going, what? Oh my god. Oh my god. Guess what the strategy this person is? Just listen to this strategy, right? This is ridiculous, right? Just listen to this strategy. She has put on that a famous footballer, goalkeeper, started a YouTube channel. And their growth went like this. Because they stood out and they were different. No, it was because they were a goalkeeper of a famous club, right? You know the actress who played Ginny in Harry Potter? You know the actress who played Ginny? She started a channel not long ago. Literally not long ago, 2 or 3 months ago. Her subscriber rate went like that. Boom! Her videos I looked at are actually drop dead boring. She's only done about 7-8 videos. Her subscriber rate is in the thousands, 100,000s, right? Boom! Because of who they are. Oh dear. Do you know what? I get a bit annoyed when people put out what I call bullshit. Don't put out stuff to say by them promoting who they are. Well, of course, they're a famous goalkeeper. Oh, is it, Andrew? Well, there you go. I learnt something new, Andrew. UE. There you go. But also, Melissa, have you heard of this one as well? Have you heard of this one? This is free, by the way. What I'm going to share with you, right, is free. And you might, if you're using Photoshop, you might want to try Photopea. Try Photopea. You might be surprised. And basically, she's now rounding off the video. Her video was 23 minutes long, roughly. And she's now rounding it off with, come and join my channel. Come and join my agency. I'm really passionate. I will help you grow. Blah, 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 blah. You haven't told me anything that makes me go, that's new. That's different. In fact, there isn't anything on there of anything. I think that is a very poor talk. I'm really sorry. Again, no live chat, just a pre-recorded video. What's the point? Yeah, Photopea has come on quite a bit. They're better now. Yeah, I prefer Photopea than GIMP, if I'm honest. I tried GIMP, wasn't that. I found Photopea was much more like Photoshop. Oh dear. Her channel's about horse racing and they do industrial ovens. Yeah. The whole fake, hey! You watch this video and you'll be earning $10,000 per second. Which means in 1 minute, you'll have $10,000 per second. You'll have $600,000, and after 2 minutes, you'll be a millionaire. All you gotta do is send me $10,000, and the first 10 people that do that get a free PDF. It's 1 page, but it's got a bit of coloring. Hey, I love you guys. Get lost. Yeah, I can't remember soon. There are some limitations to Photopea, but what I liked about Photopea is, you know, when you've used Photoshop for so long and you're used to where everything sits, all the icons, that does this, that does this, that does that, does that. I can't even say the word. The familiarity, right, of Photoshop inside Photopea is muchas gracias, sacre bleu, or perfect. All right, that was weird, wasn't it? Right then. So yeah. Do you know something? I think I know who you mean. Let me just Google if it's who I think you're thinking of. He's the one. Yes, I know who you're talking about. Let me tell you now, right? I don't think so, and let me tell you why, right, Sooms? I know who you're just now. I know who you're talking. Let me tell you why, okay? He was saying a lot of the stuff I hear all the... Read my lips. All the time, okay? All the time. Let me tell you. What they're saying is you do ... and you're going to be earning tons of money. You can give up the day job. You can do this. You can do that. Blah, 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 blah. At no point in our membership mastery, our mastery membership... At no point in our YouTube videos, at no point in our webinar, at no point any time do I say to any of you that if you do this and this and this, your agency will do that. Your YouTube subscribers will do that. You will make tons of money. You can give up the day job. You will buy this. You'll have a big house, a big car, and you can give up all your life and whatever. No promises. Why? Because that is not the reality of it. And... Soom, how much is he charging? Memberly Master. I got that wrong, didn't I? Soom, what is he charging? Let me do a search again. What is he charging to join his club? What's he charging? Right? What's he charging? Where's his pricing? So he says right, join him for a call first, right? Obviously he's luring you in, but what is his price? He's a big promoter of Elementor. You know? I think status and who they are as well. I'm just trying to get what is their price. What is their price? Because nowhere, what it says on there at the moment, yeah, is what he says at the moment, yeah, is join me for a free call, but he's not saying what you would end up paying. You know, and what is his price? But yeah, look, there's no price there. But you see, this is one of those things, yeah, where like, look, I can't criticize because I've not been on his course or whatever, right? Okay, so I can't completely, I can't overly comment on it, right? But this is one of those scenarios where they'll go, yeah, you know, you follow my strategy and you can give up the day job and you'll be earning tons and tons and tons of money, right? We don't make that promise, because what you make and what you earn is down to how your niche, how you approach it. Yeah, take care, Jason. No, sorry. Bye, Jason. Oh, yeah, sorry. Bye, Pickstar. Sorry, I just missed it. Bye, take care. Yeah, doner kebab. Do you know what? I feel like a doner kebab now. You've made me hungry. You always make me hungry, Pickstar. Your success and what you earn and what you can do with your life will depend on you, your niche, your business, your clients, where you're going, opportunities, feedback, reviews, customer relationships, a bit of luck. There is a bit of luck as well. Someone might discover you, find you, want to work with you, collaborate, things like that. But when you have these people going, yeah, we're going to coach and mentor you. If they say they're going to coach and mentor you to help you, that's one thing. If they say, yeah, you're going to be able to give up the day job, that is an aspiration and a dream we would all love to be at. But to claim you're going to, just because it worked for you, you know, maybe Zoom. Hey, Zoom, you got this, didn't you? You got one of them, didn't you? Right, you got that. So it's a bit like about a year and a half ago. Someone was on the Elementor groups talking about how their agency, he has the strategy to help you earn £250,000. Really, Soon? You still not got it? It must be lost somewhere. Check your neighbour. I bet they stole it. I bet your neighbour, right now, yeah. Someone is using it to cover their saucepan when they're cooking. Oh, I need to let the steam out. We'll use that, and the steam comes through, right? So they told everyone that they can help you make £250,000. They have a strategy, bulletproof strategy. So I joined them. I thought, hold on, this guy is scamming people. Loads of people were signing up, like saying, yeah, we want to do it. His strategy was cold calling. And I went, that ain't going to work. He was like, it works. I went, right, give me evidence you made £250,000 last year. Give me evidence. He then showed me an invoice. The invoice was that someone did pay him a heap of money, but not £250,000, a heap of money. I then did a check on Facebook. And I said to the guy, right, so this person who paid you is your friend. He's your friend. And I don't mean a friend on Facebook. He is his friend from life. Secondly, this person was saying, we will have a weekly call with my marketing manager who will help you. The marketing manager, who he claims is someone across the country, is his wife. And if you look through his Facebook photos, the photo of where he takes his phone calls, because he had a photo, and where she takes her phone calls is their bloody house. They're at opposite ends of the house. He's like in the corner of a room. She's at another corner of a room near a window. And I was like, what? So what these companies and people do is they want you to pay a heap of money because they're promising you a financial reward. I don't like that. Take care, Melissa. Yeah, we'll see you soon. I don't like that. We don't make that promise because we can't promise anything. We can't even promise where we're going to be next year or the year after. You don't know completely. I hope David's business takes off. I hope Zoom starts to get recognition when he starts to do his CSS videos. I hope George does stuff as well with Divi and stuff and moves on to Elementor full time. But I hope he does stuff as well. Melissa, she's creating a website. Her husband, he's into music. I hope he starts to do that again. I hope Pickstar opens a restaurant. What you do and your strategy and how you connect to people and how you grow, we're there to help and guide you along that journey. We're giving you a soundboard, somewhere to discuss and plan things as well. But can we say, after you've done the Mastery membership, next year you'll have made back your money and £100,000? No. Just like neither Mark or me can say to each other, yep, this time next year we'll be earning £250,000. No, we don't. We cannot promise that. And what we don't want is to take your money just to fill up our back pocket and then go, yeah, here's a PDF, here's an ebook, blah de blah de blah. You know what? There you go. No. We offer a much more personalised service, and I tell you what, the live chats we do is like a taste of what you kind of get with the Mastery membership. But you get Mark as well, and hopefully when Mark's internet is sorted out, he'll be joining us on the live chats too. Haha, see how I got that in there, George? I just like a ninja. I snuck it in like a ninja. I thought the minute I say I hope George does stuff with Divi, George is like, and when I do, it's like George is like this, yeah. And then I snuck in with my Will Smith slap, Elementor, knocked the senses out of George. He's like, wow, right. No, Soom. Believe me, right, they were sent out, so I reckon, I reckon it's got lost somewhere, which is a pity. You can make your own, right? Get a circle, right? Get a circle, cut it out, right? And just put it in the background. No one will know. Make sure you do it in like a... It's like a, it's not glossy white. It's like a glassy white. So make sure it's not too bright, whatever you get. And then just stick it at the back. And if you've got a light on it, it will look even more real. Right? Right? But yeah, exactly. So a lot of these companies, right, I just get a little bit annoyed, all right? I just get a bit annoyed when they say, yeah, I made X, Y, Z, and blah, 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 and you can do the same, and blah, 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 blah. It's frosted glass, David. It's frosted glass. Oh, actually, no, hold on. It's plastic. It's plastic. I can see it there. It's plastic. You probably can't even see it. It's plastic. You can see that there. The shine there on the E there. That's plastic. It's not glass. Yeah, that's plastic. We're just adding to the climate, the world. The world's plastic. We're just added to that. Cheapskates, yeah. Can you imagine them sending glass through the post everywhere? But yeah, a lot of these gurus, right? They just take your money, right? That's how they make their income, right? And if you look at that person's YouTube channel soon, because I've just looked at it, right? Tell me what they're telling you in those videos, any of them that make you go, oh yeah, that's what I need to do. They're not telling you anything really that you're not going to get from any other person or any other video channel, right? So like, let me just do a search. Let me just go back onto his channel again because I just shut it down. Okay. So, right. So look at this. Look at this, right? How to sell Facebook ads. Graphic design. How to create a chat bot. Okay. Best website builder 2019. You know? How to add captions to videos. I mean, come on, really? Really? Is this really going to help you and your business? this is not going to get you. In fact, all right, Zoom. I'll tell you what, Zoom. I've just realized something's just hit me, and I've gone, oh God, I didn't realize this. The guy has barely got, on some of his videos, he's got 30 views, 40 views, 8 views. So if he is as successful as he says he is, with tons and tons of clients and people joining him and whatever, he'd have a load more views on his videos. But I'm not going to say any more about it. Yeah, exactly what Mark says there. We do have, we have a business coach as well. And what you earn and how successful you will be is down to you, what you put in, how you approach it, and how you decide to grow and improve, right? Improve. Exactly, George. That is exactly it, George. Right, that is exactly it. Okay, so... Oh no, but Zoom, this is the thing, yeah, okay, is that even though like Mark is the business head of the business, we still have someone advising and pointing out where we could improve on as well. Maybe try this strategy as well, or this marketing, whatever. So even when you're like right at the top, you're still gonna have people you look up to, right? You never stop learning. You never stop learning. And what George just said there, right? So when I see a video about someone goes, yeah, look at that. I've got £1 million now. I've got £2 million. Look at my house. Look at my car. And then they're like this, aren't they? They're like that. They're like, yeah, you know. Look who I'm partying with. Hey, you know, Miami, you know, San Dimas, right? Kansas, baby, Kansas, right? They're doing all of that. And you sort of go, well, if you've got £2 million and you have a bulletproof method of doing it, just put it out there. You've made your money, just put it out there. What's your problem? Why do people have to pay you? Oh, it's like this, a YouTube advert that keeps appearing. I've told you, right? He appears a lot. He's been on tons of American news channels, right? He's made millions, right? His videos are annoying. He moves around. The camera does this a lot as he's talking. He's like that as he's talking, right? Here's my solution. This is a $20 ebook. Here's my solution to make you a millionaire. But guess what? I'm not going to charge you. No, it's not 20. It's £20. Sorry, that's wrong. It's about $50. No, it's more than that. Here's my ebook, but you don't have to buy the ebook. You don't have to buy a course. I'm going to give you this book for free. Did you hear me? I'm going to give you the secret to make £1 million for free. All you've got to do is pay for the shipping of the book. $20. What? You're going to send them a PDF or an ebook or something, and they've got to pay $20. That's, you know, like, you got all this money, you're on news channels, right? You're claiming to have all of this shit, but you're going to charge $20 for the shipping, because I'm giving you the book for free. Why don't you just put a link and let people download the book for free? Right? Think about it. Why don't you just put a link for me to download it for free? No, you gotta pay the shipping cost. I'm sorry, but all I could think in my head was, right, Richard Head. You guys work it out, okay? Richard Head. That's all I could think of. Exactly, George. Yeah, you know, we were helping them with the business, solutions, ideas, reviewing the websites, building the website, support network. Yeah, take care, Andrew. Great having you, mate. Thanks for commenting as well on the videos and stuff. Always love having you. Exactly, George. And I think, you know, we all have a dream for where we'd love to get to, but we don't all get there. Some do, luck, but I Mark and me, we have we have the same kind of ethos in terms of where we like to earn. We like to know that we've earned what we get. And the good, the bad, the ugly, the hard, the lows, the whatever, we're gonna, if that's what we have to get through to get to what we need to do, without spamming or scamming or lying or deceit or fraud, none of that. If we can get there the right way, that's our intention. And that's how we do things. That's our ethos. And that's the thing that we want to pass over to our kids as well. Do it. The hard way might be the right way is sometimes the hard way. But you know what? You feel better knowing that you earned it, rather than saying to people, "Oh, pay us, and then we'll make you rich," which we don't do. Yeah, take care, Jason. I am going to shut this live chat down though in a bit. I have to be honest. We've been live 1 hour 30, and I am planning to shut this one down, mainly because I have got a heap of Facebook messages and stuff I've got to respond to, and I've got a message over here as well. Oh. Got some more videos I need to be recording for Bertha as well. I need to plan them and get them sorted out in my head when I'm going to do those as well. I think the trouble is, Zoom, yeah. I think the trouble is, right, is that if you start asking for verification, it can, I don't know, it's a bit of a tricky one. I believe they should as well. And I think that you shouldn't be inviting people to talks where they're like, "Hey, look, you want to know more, right? You're going to have to, I don't know, they're making empty promises." Because at that talk here, he did talk quite a lot, didn't he, Soom, about his life, where he started, where he ended up, how he then gave up the day job, and now he's earning da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like thinking, Soom, right? Remember, right, this is someone who's claiming to have this big following and all of this, right, and whatever, right, yeah? His videos are... Have you seen his videos? How many hits are they getting? Don't compare that to others now, right, because everyone's different. But how many hits are his videos getting? I just looked, and suddenly I was like, oh, hold on. Like... He's got followers, but he's got hardly any views on his videos. So what does that say? Right, I am going to be cutting off in about a couple of minutes. Look, any final questions? Anything at all? By the way, like I said, thank you everyone that has watched the video, the human interaction one. Share it, let others know about it. Do what you want with it. But I'm probably going to improve on it at some point, because I think just because I got it to work and do what I want now, I think there's loads more stuff I could do with it and make it even better. But thanks so much for everyone that has commented. Great having you, Dave. Have fun with that phone call with the blue. I'm not going to mention the company, whatever. Good luck on that. Okay. Great having you guys all here. It's always fun, It's always nice to just be able to talk. And I don't know what you guys do, because we're not talking, are we? Because I'm not using EV Mux. I'll use it again soon. But do you sit there talking back to the screen? I mean, I know you type, but do you talk? Do you actually say words? You kind of go, yeah, I agree, Imran, or do you kind of say out loud as you're typing what you're typing? That's a topic we'll discuss in the next live chat. Take care, everyone. See you all soon. It's always good fun. I'm going to go do a bit more work and then get on with some decorating. And hopefully we'll have the new recording studio office done and ready by Monday. That's the plan. Hopefully by Monday it will be all ready. Take care. See you soon. Look after yourselves.